Charlie Parsons, the boxing voice, delighted to be joined here. Last time in Vegas, we won't talk too much about that. This time in Cardiff, obviously home for you, Wales, Joe Cordina, world title action. How nice is it to have world championship action back in Wales?
Yeah, it's great. You know, give me flashbacks. You know, I've had a press conference here against Mikko Kessler, and some big nights. The Motor Point Arena, some of my best memorable nights were there. Fighters like Charles Brewer, Byron Mitchell. The crowd helped me through them nights. I mean, tough fights, but I think it's going to be a tough fight for Joey. I think Cordina. Ogawa's a good fighter. He's strong, hits hard, and he will be on him from the first round. So I think it's very important that Joey uses boxing skills and his talent and his class to use his speed in and out, his footwork, and I think I can see outboxing and hopefully win on points against Ogawa. It'll be a tough night, but I think Joe's going to do it. I fancy Cordina to win the fight.
Joe does take a step up here. Obviously, he's never really fought anyone on Ogawa's level, but Ogawa, like Joe said on the stage, isn't the elite of the world champions. You know, one that might slightly go under the radar, more for the hardcores, I suppose. Is this Joe's coming out party? He said he needs an opponent like this to get himself up for it.
Yeah, definitely. I think he's only had 14 professional fights. I think.
I was just about to get it.
He's only had 14 fights, man. But he'll do it. And yeah, I was at Ogawa. Well, he's 30. Was he 34? And he's 30 years old, so he needs to win this fight. And what he said is, matter of fact, this is it. You don't think about losing. People ask him about losing. You don't think about that. That's what champions don't think about. Shit. You think about that if it happens. So he's 100% focused on Saturday. He's going to have a tremendous crowd behind him. I think he's got the boxing skills to win the fight. He just has to go and execute it, do it on the night.
Moving on to yourself, obviously yourself and Darren have got a little management sort of boxing thing. I mean, talk to me. I don't know too much, so explain to me, explain to the viewers, and then I think you got a trip to Mexico.
Oh yeah, so I actually had that sports group management is his own company. First fighter, Jesus Martinez, double Olympic junior champion. He's having his debut in Guadalajara, Mexico, so it's a long trip. Hopefully we'll can bring him over here to fight when he's 18, but yeah, he's an exciting fighter. It's looking forward to the journey and looking forward to the long trip to Mexico on Monday. Thanks for reminding me of that.
And then obviously let's move on to Anthony Joshua. We've seen he's linking up with Robert Garcia as well as Angel Fernandez. Just your thoughts? We saw AJ make some comments a while back that he's sort of actually going to follow a game plan, and he never really followed a game plan before. I don't really know what he meant by that, but maybe a new AJ this time. What do you think Robert Garcia can implement into Anthony Joshua that he hasn't already got?
I'm not sure. You know, we'll only find that out when he fights. I think realistically, I think it's good that he changed trainers. I think it's good that sometimes change is good. I think he needs to do something different in this fight against Usyk. Maybe that is jumping on him, roughing him up a little bit. I think he allowed Usyk to outbox him a lot in the last fight, and he was very tight at the end. So, listen, I think he's gonna come back, Joshua, and perform differently. And it's an exciting fight. Two big heavyweights, anything can happen. So I think it'll be another tough fight, though.
And then Dillian Whyte, obviously, what do you think's next for him? Obviously, the loss to Tyson Fury. I mean, he had a few questionable remarks afterwards about whether it was a push or whatever. But there's still big names at in the heavyweight division for him to fight. Deontay Wilder's a fight that's been thrown about. How do you see that one going?
Dillian Whyte and Wilder. I just think Wilder just probably knock him out
on the power.
He's just a powerful guy, but like Dillian Whyte can hit, he can hit too. So at the end of the day, when you got two big heavyweights in the ring, anything can happen. But regarding world title fights, I think he showed that he's not world class as regards to fighting. There's big gulfs in him regarding Tyson Fury. You know what I mean? So I think he was going to lose that fight anyway. He was a bit wild in that fight, but only one man.
Top man, thank you, Joe. Cheers.